Hey, hello leaders. This is Paul Grau Jr. and welcome back to Run to Your Leadership Challenges. So today I want to talk about this whole idea of quick leadership training. I mean, these leadership training classes that a lot of companies put their leaders through that take all of about 2 to 3 days, and then they're back to work, and the companies just have this expectation that this leader has been through training, so they're going to be able to lead. Well, I want to give you my input or my opinion on this quick leadership training today and see if we can kind of figure out a better way. So this is coming from the vault all the way back from season 1, and I think you're going to enjoy it. Here we go. Hello. Have you ever met a leader who thought they could go through 1 or 2 leadership training classes and presto, be a great leader? Well, over the years of training leaders, I have certainly seen some of these leaders. And today's challenge is going to address quick and painless versus long-term leadership training. You know, I had a great discussion the other day about whether it's better to get it over with quickly and painlessly, as they referred to it, or to go through a long-term process. Now, we weren't talking about leadership training, but with most conversations I have, I thought about how this applies to leadership, and especially the attitudes of some leaders today. Well, when it comes to becoming a great leader, some leaders expect to go through 1 or 2 short training classes and come out as a great leader. They want their knowledge quickly and painlessly, and then they want to get to work. However, the greatest leaders understand that the long-term process is actually what leadership is all about. The process is leadership. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm certainly not saying you can't learn a lot from 1 or 2 leadership classes. I happen to teach quite a few, but unless the trainer is making the lessons interactive and applicable, the training may actually be a waste of time. And even when the training is actually interactive and applicable, the trainer must equip the leader with tools they can utilize back on the job. It's the actual back-on-the-job application where the leader actually puts the lessons in the classroom to work, and that's when the process kicks into action. Leaders learn the knowledge and how-to in the classroom, but whenever you're dealing with human resources, the classroom simply will never be enough. Part of the reason I'm so intrigued with leadership training is because it's a continual learning process. Nobody will ever totally master leadership because people are ever changing. That's why a couple of these so-called quick and painless leadership classes simply aren't enough for leaders today. Combine that with the fact that nearly 75% of mid-level leaders receive little or no leadership training. It should be no surprise to anyone why there is such a low amount of great leaders in the workforce. Man, we need to train our leaders. I believe everything in an organization revolves around leadership. Think about it. No matter what company, organization, or business you go into or deal with, if they have strong leadership, your experience with that company will be a good one. If they have poor leadership, on the other hand, everything else will reflect, and your experience as a client or a customer will plummet. So today's challenge for all leaders is to simply enjoy the long-term process of leadership training. Realize there will never be a one-size-fits-all or plug-and-play leadership model you can follow to succeed. It's a continual learning process. And that's why every one of my coaching clients and the organizations I work with, I develop a leadership training plan that works for them. As a leader, continually seek out guidance and mentorship from everyone who is willing to share about their leadership experiences. Enjoy the team members you have the privilege of leading. Get to know them. Apply what leadership lessons you know. Reach into your past experiences and learn with each situation. Leadership is an ever-changing process. Great leaders understand and embrace this. Well, hey, I hope you enjoyed this episode, but even more so, I hope you enjoy the long-term process of learning about leadership. Don't ever forget that it's a privilege to have the opportunity to lead others. It's a great responsibility, but you can still enjoy the ride. That's what it's all about. As always, please share this briefing with your coworkers and every leader you know, and especially with your HR directors and your CEOs, so your entire organization can run to your challenges every day. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. And if you liked it, I'd greatly appreciate a 5-star review. Please feel free to contact me directly at Paul Grau, that's PaulGrau, at currentleadershipcoaching.com. Thank you, and until tomorrow, run to your challenges.